their last two by just 3 against Kazakhstan, and then yesterday that 17-point loss against Saudi Arabia. This is the first of 3 games today. It's followed by Saudi Arabia against Kazakhstan, 2 nations looking to finish with 3-game win streaks, having both lost their first 2. And then we finish with Indonesia against host Syria in a battle to avoid last place. Bahrain being introduced first. Wayne Chisholm, the 36-year-old veteran, 3rd in the competition in efficiency. He was the main man yesterday, and he's provided a platform for their youngsters to shine alongside the captain, Maitam Issa, who's leading the team in assists. Mustafa Rashid, a tournament high 23.8 points per game for the 21-year-old, shooting 50% from downtown. He knocked down 10 threes in the game day 3 win. Ali Kadem, a 22-year-old who's averaging a tournament best 2.5 steals a game, and Muzamil Hamouda, a 21-year-old who's averaging a tournament 4th best 16 points and a tournament 8th best 6.3 rebounds on average. For India, 21-year-old Sekon, averaging 10.3 points, a tournament joint 5th best 1.5 steals. 23-year-old Muthu Krishnan over the last 3 games has averaged 14.3 points. And then experienced centre Palpreet Singh Barar, averaging a tournament 2nd best 2 blocks, as well as 8.8 points and a tournament 5th best 7.5 rebounds. Pranav Prince is their brightest young star. The 20-year-old ranks 9th with 13.5 points, 12th with 5 rebounds a game, 5th with 4.3 assists, and joint 5th with both 1.5 steals and 1 block a game. We'll pause ahead of tip-off in this one for the 2 national anthems. Well, these Bahrain youngsters have graduated to the senior stage with style, started to fulfill the immense potential they've begun to show at the Asia Cup last year in defeat. Now finding a way to win and doing it playing some beautiful team basketball. They're first in the competition in points, 94.8 a game. That's 14 better off than the 2nd best offense in the competition. They're first in assists at 23.5 a game, and doing so with the tournament's 2nd best 12.5 turnovers. They're first in field goal percentage at 49.1%, first in 3-point shooting percentage at a remarkable 44.5% as a team, but also on the defensive end, they hustle together and lead the competition in steals, averaging 13 a contest. They had to be a bit more gritty in the way about how they went about their win yesterday against Indonesia. Still won it by 23 points, still scored 95, couldn't get the free-flowing passing they had the first 3 games, but used that gritty defense to provide a platform early on when they were struggling. And Wayne Chisholm was the central pillar in that performance. 20 points, 11 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals, and 2 block shots. A 33 efficiency for Ricard Casas's team. The 36-year-old, the main man on game day 4. But previously, this competition has been lit up by their young rising stars. For India, we'll see their starting 5 as well. An impressive start to this performance before sinking the last 2 games. They're 3rd in points, 80 a game. 3rd in field goal percentage at 44%. 2nd in rebounding and 1st in block shots, averaging 4 blocks a game. Also 2nd in steals with 11 a game. So expect this to be quite intense, even though there is no longer, for Vasily Matic's side, the reward to fire for and to aspire to in terms of that place at next year's Olympic qualifying tournaments. Top 2 teams in steals, 2 of the best shooting teams at the competition. One thing that's maybe let India down has been their 3-point shooting, though. They're 2nd last on the perimeter at just 31.5%. They didn't come here with high hopes of winning it, just a hope. It was the 3rd lowest ranked nation out of the 6. But those hopes were expanded and amplified with the wins in the first 2 games. Had they won just 1 of their last 2, this would have been a winner-takes-all contest to decide who went to next year's Olympic qualifying tournaments. It's the 3-point loss to Kazakhstan on game day 3 that will really hurt India. They were a long way off Saudi Arabia yesterday, really humbled by a much improved Saudi Arabia team. For Bahrain, it is uncharted territory, unparalleled potential for Ricard Casas' side.
Here are the starting 5s for the 2 teams. From Bahrain, number 1, Mohammed Boualem. Number 2, and for India, number 1, Sanish Sifon. Number 7, Moin Ben.
Our apologies if you're experiencing any breakup to your picture. Bit of tip-off in this one. We'll hope to get that sorted for you as soon as we can. The 2 starting 5s are being introduced out onto the floor here. So here we go, we're ready for the opening tip on the opening game of the final game day. Sandhu, the 20-year-old centre, getting a start. Do expect to see a few more role players getting longer minutes and bigger roles in this final game now, with nothing to aim for but development. The first shot for Mustafa Rashid rims out. He can catch fire, and inevitably will catch fire at some point. Doesn't matter how many he misses. He's a true believer in his own ability. He will keep on firing. Pranav Prince. Sekon, 10.3 points a game, 3 assists, 1.5 steals. Another promising young player. Here's Prince, the 20-year-old, trying the entry pass in for the 21-year-old Sekon, and a foul. Mustafa Rashid taking both of Bahrain's shots so far and missing them both. He missed his first 4 in a row here against Syria 2 games ago and finished with 32 points, making 10 threes on 17 attempts. After a standing ovation from the Syrian crowd for their opponent. Bahrain as a team made 20 triples in that game. Got some scintillating snipers, but they've also got a wonderful team ethic to spread the floor and open those spaces. And the anchor of Chisholm, the veteran on the interior, and knocks it away from Sandhu. Wanted possession, doesn't get it, so inbounding situation for India. Aman Sandhu, 2'11" centre, only averaged 12 minutes a game the first 3 games, did get a bigger role yesterday and made the most of it. 14 points in 18 minutes. Also 9 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds and 2 steals. He goes clattering back there and wipes out everything. Muzamil Hamouda down beyond the baseline. Hamouda, of all of the young players here, I think has the highest ceiling in terms of his potential. Where he can end up in the future. Mustafa Rashid goes to the bench. He's, of course, caught the eye with his ability to catch fire, but only a 177 guard. Doesn't have the physical attributes of Muzamil Hamouda. 199 forward with a perimeter skill set. Athletic, good shooter, and a good IQ. Similar in some ways to Pranav Prince, India's brightest young talent, who's on the ball now. Although Prince has struggled with his 3-point shooting. Nice pass inside from Prince that time. And flipped up and in by Anadurai. So India with a 3-2 lead. Bahrain looking for their first field goal. Bouale down the baseline, far side, here is Hamouda. Bouale gets it back, open spot for the 3. They're not going down from the floor so far for Bahrain. But they'll turn to that tenacity on defense, can't recover the loose ball, and Sekon will soar. Sahaj Pratap Singh Sekon through the sky. Really good play from India early on. They lead 5-2. Taking advantage of Bahrain's misses. Bahrain 0 of 3 from the field now. Chisholm fakes the handoff, threads it inside. Nice pass. Again, they miss a shot though. Kadem this time. So 0-4 to start, but you can see the ball movement and the spacing for Bahrain. They're creating good looks, just not taking them right now. Oh, this aggressive play, no foul. Nice pass out to Sekon for the 3 this time. 5 quick fire points for the 21-year-old. India, who've lost their last 2 games, turning it back on against the tournament winners. Chisholm for 3. Still nothing from the floor for Bahrain. India looking to stretch a 6-point lead. That's a poor pass from Rawat, who made a good move down the centre. It was the right option to kick to the corner for a player who struggled to score at this tournament himself. The pass was just off the mark. Prashant Singh Rawat, 23-year-old, who's only averaged 9 minutes a game so far, only 1.8 points. So 6 the lead for India, 8-2. I'll try my best to keep you updated until we get the score graphic on your picture. Little hesitation dribble off to Chisholm. He can't put it in. Oh, look at that, working back, pinching it in the passing lane. Milad, Chisholm, he will throw it down. And this is exactly what I was saying about this Bahrain team. Even when it's not happening for them on the offensive end, they turn to their grittiness, their tenacity, their aggression on defense, their determination to win, and they make something of it. The competition leaders in pretty much every offensive category, but also the competition leaders in steals, 13 a game. Chisholm stops the rock from the floor, gets their first field goal on their 7th attempt. And it came off the back of their first steal in this one. And Prince up against Hamouda. It's a good matchup to watch that time. 3-point shot, far side, falls short. Chisholm the rebound. And a flash down the floor, earning a trip to the foul line, Ali Kadem. He's the tournament leader in steals, the 22-year-old, 2.5 steals a game. But he can score as well. 7 points a game on 61% field goal shooting. Marvin Anadou-Rai coming back in. And Kadem at the line. Bahrain's first miss after Chisholm made 2 of 2. I beg your pardon, Hamouda made 2 of 2. And Kadem recovers it at the second, so 3 of 4 now. They're down by 3. And a foul away from the ball handler. Let's have a look at this. He's bringing the ball down the court. I don't think that's the foul, is it? Bit of sorting out to do. There's going to be foul shots here for India. Bahrain not at the foul limit. That was their 4th foul. But Moonbek Hafiz is at the line. So yeah, there was a technical call. That's why Hafiz was at the line. He converts the tech, and then they will inbound the ball. And the next foul from the Bahrain defense in this quarter, of which there's still 6 minutes to play, will send India to the line for 2. Second. Long 2-point shot, Anadou-Rai knocks it down. India have set their radars right. Here on game day 5, lead Bahrain by 6. So India, 4 of 8 from the field, and 2 of 2 at the line now. Six ties the largest lead, and Bahrain in foul trouble. Ali Melat on the bounce. Nice pass off the baseline. Hamouda, the 3. Well, that's what he's got as well. There's the almost unparalleled athleticism for this Bahraini team. He can shoot it. Hafiz for 3 to try and cancel it out, and he does. Hamouda late to get out to the perimeter. Hamouda now up against Prince. The matchup of the 2 young bucks. Hamouda thinking about the 2. Prince catches up with him. Chisholm turns to face the defense. Fade away long 2, pops out. Hafiz. Look at it back. Moonbek Hafiz. There's 2 misses for a player who's 7th in the tournament, averaging 3.8 assists a game. With 1 big scoring performance, but hasn't scored well other than that. He was a key player in the game 2 win at 15 points, 5 assists, 3 steals, only 2 turnovers. He's just 2 of 13 from the field across the other 3 games combined. Just across the midway point of the opening quarter, Bahrain down 6. Hamouda threatening to be the main man for Bahrain here. Muzamil Hamouda. Chisholm, who was the main man yesterday, looking to hand it off, instead goes to Milad. All 5 players spacing the floor around the perimeter. And that's India's 4th foul. Just going back to Muzamil Hamouda. 16 points a game. He's shooting 52% from 2 and 47% from 3 coming into this one. Just knocked down his first shot today from the perimeter, down to 2 free throws, so 5 early points. Milad at the line. Back at point guard, averaging 14 minutes a game. Led the team creatively in game 1 with 5 assists and just 1 turnover, and then over the last 3 games he's averaged 6.3 points and 5 of 9 3-point shooting. Lots of malleable, movable parts in this Bahraini system. Lots of players stepping up with different contributions in different games. Hamouda challenging the shot tightly there, tipped by Chisholm, but India recover the loose ball. They've been absolutely delightful to watch, Bahrain. 3-point shot off the mark for Muthu Krishnan. Pinched back by Amjot, though. He'll attack Chisholm, and Chisholm planting his feet and taking the hit for his team. Well, that's what you get with the center stone of the Bahraini defense, Wayne Chisholm. Amjot traveling at pace and with power, and Chisholm taking a full-on body check. And that, again, it rather makes you think about where Bahrain can go as a team. They've got all of these 21 and 22-year-olds who are fantastic talents around the perimeter, but Chisholm is the veteran who anchors the system. They're going to need to replace him. He's 36 years of age. Still seems as good as ever, but time waits for no man. Foul on a quick attack from Ali Kadem. So that, I think, is going to define how successful the next few years are for Bahrain, or certainly the next 5 to 10 years, is who they can get to fill the sizable shoes of Wayne Chisholm in that centre position. In this tournament, he's 5th in scoring with 15.5 points a game, 4th in rebounding, 8 boards a game, 3rd in block shots with 1.5 a game. He's also joint 5th with 1.5 steals a game, shooting superbly. And yesterday, his best game. Harsh Dagar, the 18-year-old, the youngest player at this tournament, played 17 minutes in the game 1 win and had 8 points, 3 rebounds and 3 steals. 4 of 8 shooting from the field, but he's only averaged around 5 minutes a game since then, somewhat surprisingly. Gets to the line straight away here. I felt like that last game, and they needed a spark. They left it a little bit too late to introduce him. The teenager knocks down his 2 free throws, and India lead by 7. Hamouda from Milad. Don't want to attack the 18-year-old here, Hamouda. Chisholm instead. Shot clock down to 5. Threads it through Chisholm and high off the window. Lovely finish as the 2 veterans combine and the captain, Maitam Issa, scores. Harsh Dagar won't get those longer minutes today with the tournament decided. Gil Amjot. Quick pass. Quicker defensive reactions, though, from the steal leader, Ali Kadem, in this competition. Hamouda pings it out. 3-point shot. Issa batted away. Fast transition offense from Bahrain, but fast to get back on defense, India. Syed Kadem coming in. He's only played a minor role in this tournament so far, the number 8. Chisholm fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. He's an American Bahraini international from Tennessee, Wayne Chisholm. Key player for the Volunteers in his senior year at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Led the team in points, rebounds, and blocks. And now leads the Bahraini international team in points, rebounds, and blocks. He's had a long, fruitful career right across the globe. Played in Bahrain and won the league title in 2018. Key for them at last year's Asia Cup when they showed glimpses of their potential with all of these young players coming through who've had success at youth level. They lost all 3 of their games, but only by a single point to Giants China, and only by 5 to another big hitter, Korea. Ashtagar. Bahrain have closed this gap to 3, and then a turnover forced on Sekon. And this is what they do, even when they don't seem to be playing well, with their usual fluency. They have character and find a way to grind it out. And at some point, you know the offense is going to pour in the points. Offensive rebound. Not sure that was the right option from El Tashani. He's only played 2 minutes a game so far here. Went for the score, had 2-3 players on the perimeter, and that's punished in transition. Anadu Rai putting it in, and India holding Bahrain at arm's length. 1.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Muzammil Hamouda taking on Sekon, who's an excellent defender. 2 young players, face to face. Hamouda elevates and gets fouled. The foul came from the help defense from centre Sandhu. Hamouda's in an aggressive mood on the offensive end. He's been one of the main ball handlers for Bahrain. Hasn't taken on that role as a ball handler previously at this tournament for significant sections of games. He averages 2.5 assists. He often brought the ball forward with the 2 Rasheds, Mustafa and Ali. Perfect from the strike. Bahrain back within 3. He's got 7 of their 15 points. Sekon pulls the trigger from the perimeter and knocks it down. Really positive start from Sekon. India back up by 6, double the advantage. Here's the 3-point shot. Oh, Hamouda was flying for it, couldn't catch it though. Off the miss from Issa. Pinch back though, Issa again. Oh, look at the interior passing. Hamouda then using his footwork and physicality and his determination draws contact again. So he'll go to the line for the 3rd time. Four of 4 so far. Be fascinating to see where he goes in his career. Muzammil Hamouda, he's got all of the tools, all of the assets required, and plenty of time on his side. But he looks such a well-rounded performer at this level already. Not many holes in his game. In fact, the one Achilles heel at this tournament to a certain extent, had been his free throw shooting, 69%. Not poor, but not great over the first 4 games. But here, he's 6 of 6. So that will have improved significantly, that percentage. Oh, put in by the veteran captain, Vishesh Briguvanshi, with the contact. India have traded blows with Bahrain here. When it's felt like Bahrain are coming back, India have put the brakes on the comeback. They're led by as many as 7. They lead by 7 again now. 24-17 is the score. Final 30 seconds. In this first quarter, Maitam Issa takes another 3. They're not going down for Bahrain on the outside, just 1 of 7. We don't see much of the most dangerous sharpshooter, Mustafa Rashed, who started the game, has only played 1 minute and 13 seconds. Final seconds here for India, a chance to make it the out-and-out largest lead. Pranav Prince draws contact and will go to the line for 2. With Bahrain at the foul limit. So Bahrain, the most accurate shooting team in the competition, the most accurate 3-point shooting team in the competition. Just 2 of 9 from 2 and 1 of 7 from 3 so far. 10 of their 17 points come from the foul line. India playing it physically. Final ticks, grabbed by Sekon and flipped up just short by Muto Krishnan, who is usually a very capable scorer. 65% from the field in this tournament. Blows that opportunity to make it the out-and-out largest lead. But India still go in to the first break, tying the largest lead of the game at 7. They lead Bahrain 24-17. It would have been really fascinating to see this as a winner-takes-all contest. You don't quite know here how much Bahrain have just dropped a level or 2 because they know they've already won the thing, won the big prize, finished top of the group. India are here to make somewhat of a statement, though. To finish with a win after back-to-back defeats. But it's that 70-73 defeat to Kazakhstan on game day 3 that they will look back to and think, we really should have won that one. And if they had, this would have been winner takes all. Kazakhstan hadn't won heading into that game. They were 0-2, India were 2-0. India only managed 70 points. They've averaged 80 a game. And they had a 4-point lead heading into the 4th quarter as well, before scoring just 16 points in the final period. But the future's bright for Vasilij Matic's side, as it is for Ricard Casas' Bahrain. These are the 2 teams in this 6-team tournament with the most exciting collection of young players coming through. In fact, half of the India roster is aged 23 or below. Start of the 2nd quarter, India lead by 7 over a so far perfect Bahrain. Sekon, mid-range shot, has the bit between his teeth. Sekon, an excellent performance from the 21-year-old thus far. He's up to 10 points from 4 of 5 shooting. So Sekon ahead of Hamouda now as the top scorer in the game. Mustafa Rached is back in, having missed his 2 shots early on and then gone to the bench. Here's Chisholm! The flying freight train down the track and to the rack. Wayne Chisholm. Off the feed from Mustafa Rached, and the 36-year-old Chisholm still with plenty of bounce. So Chisholm up to 6 points, 4 rebounds. Rached getting his first assist. Feathered inside Sandhu. He did get 2 fouls, Rached, in that first 73 seconds that he played in the first quarter. So he missed both of his shots, picked up 2 fouls. And that's why we didn't see him again for the remainder of the opening quarter, the tournament's top scorer. He's back in now, but he'll be back to the bench, I'm sure, if he picks up the 3rd foul in this second quarter. Something to watch out for. Might be a key dynamic in this game as to whether Bahrain can catch India up. If they can keep Mustafa Rached out of foul trouble, the player who's averaging 23.8 points a game. He's more than that as well, 3.5 assists a game. And tournament joint 3rd best, 1.8 steals a game. Plenty of fouls in this opening minute of the second quarter. 2 fouls each already. Rawat comes in for India. Chisholm to Ali Kadem. Out of bounds, nearly intercepted. India disruptive to a Bahrain team that have moved the ball to average 23.5 assists a game. Free-flowing offensive basketball. Not so much here. Chisholm misses. Sekon locked and loaded. Misses the target this time, wide open. Chisholm wrestles the rebound away from Sandhu. The 36-year-old all over the 20-year-old. Mustafa Rached, risky pass, got it over the 2'11" center. Mustafa Rached looking back out against him to be called for a travel here. Is he? Yes, he is. The first 3 games, he was simply stunning, Mustafa Rached. Had a slight drop-off yesterday, but was still able to put up 18 points. It's an offensive foul against India here, so not just the turnover, but 3 fouls in the first minute and a half of the second quarter. And only 1 foul to give the rest of the way now until half-time. Muthu Krishnan comes in, 23-year-old, who's been a very efficient scorer for them. Only played 4 minutes the first game, and over the last 3 games, 14.3 points. Chisholm fakes the pass, takes the 3, too long. Bahrain have not found their stride yet, and they could be down by double figures. Muthu Krishnan. Sandhu, a handoff. India feeling confident. Sandhu takes the long 2. Rebound grabbed by Syed Kadem. Mustafa Rached will handle the ball down the floor. Hamudu on the bench right now. Mustafa Rached often in the 2-man game with Chisholm. He knocks down his first shot. Mustafa Rached on his 3rd attempt. Guvanchi. Muthu Krishnan. Rawat going to work. On the interior, Chisholm helping out, putting up a defensive ceiling. Shot clock still ticking. Turnaround triple too long from Muthu Krishnan. And Bahrain can look for back-to-back baskets here. And trailed by as many as 9. Mustafa Rached has just got his first score and his first assist. Long two, knocks down another. And that's what Mustafa Rached is all about. What a shooter. It's not just about having the right shot, the right shooting mechanics. It's about having the right mentality as well. And that's what's really impressed about Mustafa Rached as a scorer at this tournament. Is it doesn't matter how many he misses, nothing changes. Missing his first two shots in this game, he's hit his last two. This is Harsh Dagar at the line. So India back up by 9. I'm not sure that's correct. I think it's a 7-point lead here. It was 9. Bahrain got those back-to-back baskets, I think, to take it to 5, so the free throws should make it 7. So there's an issue to sort out in terms of the scorer's table. That's correct, 30-23. Mustafa Rached. Game day 3 was a night he will never forget. In front of a big crowd against the host Syria, knocking down those 10 threes, receiving a standing ovation. Vanchi not happy with the call against him. Trip to the line for Ali Rached, the other Rached, who is the under-the-radar young talent. We've got the sharpshooter Mustafa Rached, the steel merchant Ali Kadem, the all-rounder Muzamil Hamouda. But Ali Rached, just 22 years of age, in 15 minutes a game, he's averaging 8.5 points, 2.8 assists and 1 steal. And he's shot superbly, 64% from 2, 40% on the perimeter. And now he'll be above 80% at the line. Bahrain within 5, and India no fouls left to give, and still 6.5 minutes of the half to play. And then feeling pressure here on the inbound. Dagar. 18-year-old looking to make the most of his bigger role in this game. Sekon certainly has with his big role. Bahrain looking to make it a one-possession game. Ali Kadem down the floor. Ali Rached. Chisholm, long 2. Shot's not really falling for him from distance, Wayne Chisholm. Corner 3 for India. They're not falling for India as a team now either. Sandhu offensive rebound, will take it at Chisholm. Sekon. He's had those 2 converted baskets close to the rack, including the big dunk, Wayne Chisholm. But otherwise, he's missed his other 6 shots. He's 2 of 8 from the field, including a couple of 3s and a couple of long 2s. He's a big man who has shot the ball well from range at this tournament until today. Corner 3 again. A series of long-range misses from that far side. And Hamouda's back in and at full flow and drawing contact again. They just can't stop him when he gets out in full stride, Muzamil Hamouda. He's already 6 of 6 at the foul line. He's there for the 4th time now. The stripe has been Bahrain's main source of points, really. Only shooting 6 of 22 from the field for 27%. Very unlike them. Previous 4 games, they shot 49% from the field, a tournament high. And they've now got more than half their points in this game from the stripe. Toledo's 8 of 8, 11 points now to lead all scorers. The team are 14 of 18, so 14 of their 27 points from the charity stripe. Sandu gets in behind Chisholm to score off the nice pass from Degar. Degar is making the most of his opportunity. I felt he should have played a bit more the previous 2 games. Mahmoud for 3. The whistle had already gone. And India are at the foul limit already. So it's a promising position for Bahrain to be in here over these final 5 minutes of the first half, despite the fact they've struggled to play to their usual level. But I said yesterday, when they're playing well, they're great. When they're playing poorly, they're still pretty good. And a team that will find a way. And today, that way is the foul line. Shooting 80% there, 16 of 20. It's a 3-point game. Chisholm pinches it back, flooding forward on the fast break. Mustafa Rashid. Give credit to India for getting back in transition. Musa Al-Hamouda working with Chisholm. 3-point shot for the tie. Gets it. And Bahrain level from 9 down. Musa Al-Hamouda with 14 first half points. Final 4.5 to play. And the points not coming for India now. And Bahrain are going from strength to strength. Mustafa Rashid around Chisholm to the stripe. Off one leg. Off front iron good for Mustafa Rashid. We had a basket converted like that yesterday. He shook his head in disappointment because it wasn't straight into the net. Musa Al-Hamouda down the floor to Bouale. So Bahrain have the lead from 9 down. And all of their players, all of their key players, starting to find the right groove. Hamouda's been excellent throughout with his 14 points. Chisholm up to 8 points, 5 rebounds. And Mustafa Rashid with 3 straight makes from the field for 6 points. Timeout tip.
That is, chess is an all-time penetration. You can give a pass and go open. Give a pass to the 4. 4 will decide. 4 not. Give a pass. We'll coming over, and then we will start. Just looking this, because all-time help with the center weak side is a big. From a good result, 7-8 points, we are coming in a shit. Because defensively we cannot do. Defensively need to.
Say what? On this play, big man is gonna stay here. I can't fight him, so he's gonna play one-on-one just for me to help to dish. So if you're in this short corner, whoever got to get over there. 1, 2, 3.
You can hear Wayne Chisholm as a leader, almost as an extra coach, the 36-year-old. What a role model. What a veteran to guide these young players, the number 2. What a big hole to fill when he does, in the end, hang up his sneakers. Accuracy at the stripe. Bahrain by 4, shooting 82% at the line. half of their points coming from the stripe. 4 minutes of the first half to play. India on a drought, Bahrain on a run. And a turnover again. Bouale. Composure in the paint with a miss from Ali Rashid. And India get the offense moving again. They've committed 11 turnovers now in this game. Bahrain only 2. Strong attack. And a trip to the foul line for Pranav Prince. He really can clock up the air miles, Prince. We've seen that through the course of this tournament. 9th in the competition with 13.5 points. 12th with 5 rebounds a game. 5th with 4.3 assists a game. Joint 5th with 1.5 steals and 1 block on average so far. He's struggled at the stripe though, as he has from the perimeter. He's shooting 55% inside, only 25% from 3, and only 55% from the line ahead of this trip. But he makes his first and his second. He did miss his previous 2 in this game though. So 2 of 4 now. India within 2. Struggled to show up in the must-win game against Saudi Arabia yesterday, Pranav Prince, to the same level that he had the previous 3 games. Nice play. Ali Rashid is, we saw it on the previous attempt that he just missed, but he's so calm and composed for a small guard when he goes onto the land of the Giants in the paint. Sandhu. Prince, quick pass, Dagar for 3. Knocks it down and continues to embellish the point I was making, that perhaps he's deserved a bigger role. 7 points in 9 minutes so far for the 18-year-old. Hamouda long on the 3. And India a chance to get themselves back ahead. Here's Harsh Dagar again. Prince and Sandhu working together. It's Dagar who gets the handoff, guarded by Hamouda. Draws the double, but Sandhu couldn't catch it. And Hamouda will go to the line yet again. How many fouls has he drawn? He's 8 of 8 at the line already. As I say, Bahrain will find a way to win. The first 3 games, it was their free-flowing offense, their sharp shooting. Yesterday and today, more about their determined attitude, defensive doggedness and diligence. And only trips to the foul line through aggressive play, attacking the basket. Hamouda, a perfect 10 out of 10. 16 points for him. And they don't turn it over. Only 2 turnovers in this first half so far for Bahrain. They find a way to get to their numbers. What a lovely move that is. The finger roll falls for Pranav Prince. We'll have a timeout. Final 2 minutes of the first half. This is a tight and interesting game between 2 very talented young teams.
I don't tell you have to see your point guard, and I don't send anything. You see a man with somebody till dick, and then immediately.
I'm meant to make defense. Every time fin, every time corner a lot. Flexion. Sacrificate.
Sacrifice.
Inflection. Now we play.
On the level of the peak, and then see here, over top, first dribbling, you will reach him, center immediately down.
Bro, 1.5 minutes, 1.5 minutes.
2 sets of young players who've got experienced coaches to guide them. Vasilij Matic, the Serbian, on the Indian bench. He's worked with several high-profile NBA players throughout his career, coached different international programs. He's been on their bench since 2019. Spent the previous 2 years in charge of Syria. Before that, Lebanon. Earlier in his career, he coached Iran and Poland. Before that, won gold at both the World and European Championships as an assistant with Yugoslavia. That's how long and fruitful his career has been. Hamouda, the game's top scorer. Ali Hassan coming in at centre for Wayne Chisholm, who gets a break. Again attacking on the inside, but forced. Who draws the foul, Ali Rashid. Gil Singh Amjad, again unfazed, the 181 guard, by taking it onto the interior. I thought the defense was going to force him either to take an extra step or travel out of bounds, but he draws the defensive foul, gets to the line for 2. And the free throws keep on coming for Bahrain. Ali Rashid 2 of 2 so far. What a couple of players they've got in the 2 Rashids. Team at 22 of 26 from the line. Bahrain by 3. Final minutes of the first half approaching. Prince well short in that matchup up against Hamouda, who's as good defensively as he is offensively, Hamouda. He'll go down the baseline. No route to the rim. Back out it goes. Ali Rashid floating it off the window. The follow from Ali Hassan somehow falls. Maybe a slice of good fortune, but determination to get to the loose ball from Ali Hassan, the 194 centre who's replacing Chisholm. Bahrain by 5. Off balance push shot to goal. Wanted help from the official, didn't get the foul. So Bahrain getting better and better the longer the game's going on. They've come from 9 down. This is their largest lead. Ali Hassan, Ali Melad, working behind the sizable screen of Hassan. Short, there's Ali Hassan again on the boards. Can he find his pass to the corner? He can. Hamouda on the baseline burst, switches the shot, draws the umpteenth foul in this game. He'll go to the line where he's already 10 of 10. So impressive attacking the basket, but also with his outside shot. He's 2 of 3 in three-point range today, and with his defense. The sky is the limit for Muzabil Hamouda. Sixth in the whole tournament in average efficiency. The one thing that's seen him not be higher than that is his free throw shooting. And he's certainly going to be climbing that ladder, it seems, after this performance. 69% the first 4 games. 12 of 12 here in this first half. He's got 18 points. 10.2 to play in the second period. We'll go to the benches as India look to orchestrate one final offense.
X1. Prince will give a ball. Prince here. Arvin is here. From here, Arvin here. Stay. That is. Center is here. That is. Immediately here. Pass coming here or here. Moin will come. Moin will come here. And then Dagger will come here. Anywhere pass.
Oh, that's actually can stop, huh?
No, even without foul.
So no foul, guys. We have 4
But,
fouls. 1-1.
1 second risk. ¿De dónde sacan? De aquí. 1 second, 1 second a little risk and go. Please, sprint defense. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
10 seconds to play defense. A message for Ricard Casas that would give them a sizable bit of breathing room heading into the break, having trailed by 9, now leading by 7. India looking to put the silver lining on an otherwise dark cloud of a quarter in which they've only scored 15 points and conceded 29. Tagar picked off by Hamouda. That's that defensive diligence I was talking about from him. There's still time for the shot. Ali Rashid taking it to the interior and beating the buzzer. And Bahrain leads by 9, having trailed by 9. Another fabulous first half for them. If plan A doesn't work, plan B, C or D will get the job done at here at this Olympic pre-qualifying tournament. The main prize already decided at this event in Bahrain's favour. They will go to the global Olympic qualifying tournaments next year ahead of Paris 2024. So 3 dead rubbers in a way today, but this has been a very entertaining game between 2 talented young teams. India leading by as many as 9 early on, before Bahrain perhaps inevitably bounce back to lead by 9 at half-time. They're looking to go a perfect 5-0, already securing the event title yesterday. They want to finish it perfect. 39-48 the score. Their offense finding a way to pour in the points after a slow start. Mustafa Rashid to Chisholm. He's trying to adjust his body mid-air. Fell to the floor, and now they're short-handed on defense. Open shooter in the corner is Sekon. Misses it. Offensive rebound put back in by Sandhu. 6 points for Sandhu now. 5 rebounds, including 2 on the Bahrain backboard. Ali Rashid. Mustafa Rashid. Just not happening for him. In fact, that was his first attempt on the outside today. Or rather, his second. He's 0 of 2 now. Chisholm. Turnover India. Too many turnovers for them so far. Here he is again. Mustafa Rashid misses another. Oh, and they've got Ali Rashid down holding his head. India will still come forward 2-on-1. Get a trip to the foul line. But India showing that Bahrain are catchable. Their strong momentum with which they finished the second quarter has dissipated at the start of the third. Durai at the line. Five rebounds in 10 minutes for him, as well as 7 points. But he misses that second one. Mustafa Rashid. Working around the frame of Chisholm. You just have to admire his confidence in his own ability. He'll take so many shots, a high-volume scorer, and it phases him not one bit when he misses a few. So Mustafa Rashid now 4 of 8 from the floor, 4 of 5 from 2-point range, but 0 of 3 on the perimeter. He's got 8 points in 9 minutes. He'd love to finish the competition, I'm sure, as the top scorer. Sandhu blocked off by Chisholm. Bouale, he can be an efficient role player as well. Chisholm, nice pass inside. The flash and the finish from Ali Kadem. Nice team basketball from Bahrain. That's what we've become accustomed to seeing from them. That's a nice pass at the other end as well from Sekon. And stretching the score for Durai. Bahrain having had the largest lead of the game briefly before that at 10 points. Mustafa Rashid passes on to Chisholm. Long 2 for him, too short. Quick release pass down the floor, picked off though by Mustafa Rashid. That pass from Hafiz. Here he is, locked and loaded on the perimeter, and still can't get it going from long range. He's gonna keep pulling the trigger though, and eventually he will find a way to fire. And his teammates know it as well. Making sure he gets those opportunities. 11 points now for Mustafa Rashid on 5 of 10 shooting. But that is first from three-point range after 4 misses in a row. Flicked out towards Mustafa Rashid, now to bounce for an inbounding situation. They're not shot the ball well as a team from the perimeter today, Bahrain, just 3 of 14. Mustafa Rashid 1 of 5, Chisholm's 0 of 2, Issa's 0 of 3. Hamouda with the other 2, Pranav Prince up off a trampoline to reject the shot. Still Bahrain ball. So yeah, that 3 from Rashid was the first for the team not coming from Hamouda. He knocked down 2 in the first half. Here he goes again. Mustafa Rashid, back-to-back triples, back to his best. Thought he was fouled on it as well. Still knocked it down and was protesting down on the deck. But he's got 14 points. And a turnover, and here comes Mustafa Rashid once more. Thinking about another 3, working with Chisholm, does take the triple. Long rebound, Chisholm. Inside to Ali Kadem. Back out. Inside-outside passing. Briefly a free player in the corner, but Bouale's passing lane blocked off. And Sandhu in transition, short. Rebound grab by Bouale. It's become wild. Mustafa Rashid for once passing up an open 3. Get another rebound. A crazy sequence in a sloppy period of the game. Bahrain have come out of it, leading by 14. You don't want to get in a run-and-gun offensive battle with them. India will get a trip to the foul line. 4.5 minutes into this quarter, they have at least succeeded in getting 3 fouls on Bahrain without committing one of their own. They're facing the game's largest deficit. Ali Kadem to the bench. Degar, long 2. The teenager continues to impress. Mustafa Rashid guarded by Degar. Chisholm running interference on the perimeter. Behind the back goes Mustafa. And foul on Amjad. The first on India in this quarter. I think perhaps on Degar. Shooting foul, so an inbounding situation. Well, Amjad's got 4 personal fouls. Nobody rely on 3 for India. Nobody else on more than 2. Nobody on more than 2 for Bahrain, despite Mustafa Rashid getting 2 in the opening 73 seconds. He's not picked up another one since. That's an ominous prospect for India. They'll have to continue to face his shooting ability. That's an ominous prospect for Bahrain. Maitam Issa, the captain, hobbling away. A tough afternoon for him. 1 of 4 shooting. 2 points in 8 minutes. We'll see that's where it occurred. That's not the incident involving Issa. Mustafa Rashid, midway point of the 3rd quarter, working with Chisholm again in that 2-man game, finds the open shooter and knocks down the shot. Mohamed Bouale. Bahrain starting to get the offense flowing now, with the free-moving, free-firing Mustafa Rashid at the heart of it. And that time Bouale knocking down the triple off Rashid's 3rd assist. Nice stutter step dribble. Piece is picked up by Pranav Prince, who misses. Chisholm the rebound, quick release pass. A long way ahead of its intended target, but caught up with by Ali Malak. Everything going through Mustafa Rashid right now, working with Chisholm. Takes the long 2. Miss for Mustafa. Pranav Prince. On the trail, open three, knocked down by Gil Singh Amjot. He's the man playing on 4 fouls. 12 the margin. It had been a game-high 15 before that triple. This time taking it onto the interior, Mustafa Rashed, and a miss, and now it's a 3-on-3 in transition, but the hard-working team ethic of this Bahraini basketball style. Ali Malak getting back, intervening. He's got 3 steals today and then puts that one out of bounds. In the first game, he was a creator, leading the team in assists. The next 3 games, he was a spot-up three-point shooter, and now all about his defense. Such a flexible, free-moving team. Pranav Prince versus Muzamil Hamouda, the 2 most athletic players on the floor. Hamouda forces the miss. Chisholm adds his name into that athletic equation, tips it away. And then in transition, Bahrain using that defense as a platform from which to pounce. Bouale the score. 5 quick-fire points for him after he had that 3 as well. Final 3 minutes of the third. Strong attack, but a big defensive denial from Wayne Chisholm. Shutting down the airspace, Chisholm. Then the handoff to Hamouda. Gets it back. Offensive end. Trip to the line for Chisholm. We talked about him being the defensive anchor. He's not shot the ball well today, from the field at least, 2 of 10. He is 4 of 4 at the line, but he's got the 8 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, and now 3 blocked shots. That's the first miss from the line, but double-double, perhaps inevitable for Wayne Chisholm again. Had one yesterday. .15 ties the largest lead. Picked off again, multiple players snapping at Indian heels, and in transition, the score for Syed Kadem. A role player who's got 9 minutes here and gets his first basket. So 17 the lead. Well, you have to remember as well, this is a Bahrain team that have already won the competition. There would have been some celebrating last night. The only motivation in this game now is to finish perfect. And they seem to be very much in the zone in wanting to do that. 14 steals in the game, helping to force 18 turnovers on India. Look at the effort from Hamouda to try and catch up with Prince. Prince no way through, mid-air. Sekom. Turned over again, 19 turnovers now. Here comes Bouale. India chasing shadows. And Bahrain running away with it now. Literally and figuratively. 19 the lead. The game has been blown wide open in this third quarter. India started the game strong, but the second and third periods have emphatically belonged to Bahrain. Sandhu's played well in his bigger role at centre. Wanted the and one that time. The skip and the score from Muzamil Hamouda. It takes him to 20 points in less than 20 minutes. Our apologies if your picture has frozen. We'll hope to be back with you as soon as possible. or two gremlins in the system. We're in Damascus towards the end of the third quarter. We hope to be back with you now for the remainder of this opening game out of 3. This final game day of action here at this pre-Olympic qualifying tournament ahead of Paris 2024. Bahrain now within touching distance, finishing a perfect 5-0, taking that one ticket to next year's global Olympic qualifying tournaments. Only by 21, I believe, as it stands. Around 11 minutes to play. They're just getting all of those gremlins out of the system before we can continue. This, of course, one of 5 pre-Olympic qualifying tournaments taking place on a more localized level for each zone in the FIBA system across the planet. 2 in Europe, 1 in the Americas, 1 in Africa, and this one here for the Asian zone. Semi-finals at the event in Poland and Estonia will take place tomorrow. The 2 co-hosts facing each other in a semi-final, and then Bosnia and Herzegovina taking on Israel in the other semi-final. The final then comes on Sunday to decide who wins that event. The other European event coming from Turkey, taking place concurrently. 2 semi-finals for that one tomorrow as well. Sweden against the host Turkey, and Croatia against Ukraine, the final on Sunday. This one was originally meant to be 2 groups of 4 leading to semi-finals and a final, but Korea and Chinese Taipei both refusing to travel to Syria for the event, so it became a 6-team round-robin group, with each team playing each other once. Bahrain looking to complete their set of wins by beating India on this final day. Had already secured top spot yesterday when they went to 4-0. 3 teams below them on 2-2. And the bottom 2 on 1-3. In the Africa event, which is taking place in Nigeria, didn't get started until Monday, a little bit later to start than this one. And the 2 European events. There's a couple of groups of 3. Cameroon topping Group B at 2-0. Mali and Senegal level at the top of Group A at 1-1. And there'll be the top 2 from each group going to semi-finals and to the final. The other event comes from the Americas in Argentina, also got underway on Monday. And now they have 1 group of 3 and 1 group of 4. 2 late pullouts from these events. Bahamas 2-0 at the top of Group A. And Chile 2-0 at the top of Group B. Semi-finals and the final to come in that event as well at the conclusion of group play. Back underway here. And drop the rebounds. Towards the end of the third quarter. India in need of a huge comeback. Big attack. Nice adjustment to score, Pranav Prince. Final minute of the third. The deficit below 20 now. And a really tough third quarter for India. It was tough in the second. It's been a lot harder in the third. Hamouda for 3, short, disappointed with himself. 51-70 is your score. Dagan, nice change of direction, ran into the athletic leap of Hamouda. That can spring the Bahraini offense forward. Getting back though. Pranav Prince covering the hardwood. Amjot for 3. It might have made it game on heading into the fourth quarter, but it's a 19-point deficit for India who scored just 12 points in that quarter. Bahrain comfortably ahead. And now 1 quarter away from a perfect 5-0 tournament. At the end of 3, it's India 51, Bahrain 70. So Bahrain only shooting 39% from the field today, although their shooting percentages creeping upwards after a slow start. Starting to clock up more assists now as well, after relying on the foul line for most of their points in the first half. And 25 of 30 at the stripe for 83%. Bahrain led by the 20 points of Muzamil Hamouda in as many minutes. He's 3 of 5 from the field and 12 of 12 at the line, also has 4 rebounds. And they've had 14 points from Mustafa Rashid in 13.5 minutes. Despite some off-shooting from him, still 6 of 14 from the floor, 3 assists, a steal and just 1 turnover as well. Wayne Chisholm at centre has been superb in all but his shooting. 9 points on 2 of 10 shooting, but 9 rebounds, 4 steals and 5 blocked shots. That coming a day after he had 5 steals and 2 blocks in the tournament sealing win yesterday. Mohamed Boualé also has 9 points for Bahrain, as well as 3 steals. Lots of players contributing lots of important numbers in lots of categories. They lead by 19 as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. India with the ball. Dagar. Pranav Prince. Big challenge for him against Hamouda. He's not been as explosive today. There he is trying to jump all over Hamouda, who rips down the rebound. Explosive with his leaps, but not as explosive with his scoring spurts, I should say. Hamouda, he certainly has been. Down the baseline, pass 2, turnaround falls short. A couple of misses in a row though for Hamouda. Free option in the corner for the 3. Instead, Rabat goes onto the interior and scores. A couple of times he's passed up the kick out for the open 3-point shooter, but that time he makes the most of the opportunity himself. Boualé's pass, Salih Hassan can't score. He's in the game at centre for Wayne Chisholm at the moment. Encouragement for India. At the very least, to try and make it look a bit more respectable. They turn it over. Harsh Dagar. It's a bad turnover from him. Miscommunication with the intended recipient, and a big block from Ravat. Getting back and denying. And Harsh Dagar for 3, can't convert. Hassan the rebound. And India have missed a couple of opportunities to close this gap. Mustafa Rashid fires it into Hamouda. So many different players who command attention. Great spacing, great off-ball movement, really fluid. And Rashid comes up with his 4th assist as Hamouda hits 22 points. We've got multiple players who can be scorers and facilitators. Nice step-through move. But a miss from Prince, backed up on the boards by his teammate. The strange thing about this tournament is we started with so many close games. It was all really tight, really competitive. Lots of teams with lower FIBA World Rankings winning. in that respect causing upsets, but the longer it's gone on, the more simple it's become. Bahrain are just better. And yesterday, we had 3 wins with big margins. Saudi Arabia by 17 over India. And expected India to be ultra competitive in that one, to try and make this one a winner-takes-all match. Chocolate to 2 here is Prince aware, he gets it away in time. Another rebound though. Bahrain, of course, then won by 23 against Indonesia. And Kazakhstan beat Syria by 15. Turnover Bahrain, they've not committed many of them in this game. So a rare chance for India to get forward in transition. Three-pointer short. That was only the 4th turnover from Bahrain in the game. Rashid, floater short. So we're going a bit erratic again. Rabat this time does kick it out. And it's thrown to Chisholm on the bench, or waiting in the wings to come on. A turnover from Muthu Krishnan, who's had a tough game. In fact, he's had a very tough game. He's not scored. That was his first turnover, but he's 0 of 6 from the floor. A player who's been shooting at 65% from the field the last 3 games to average 14.3 points. Kadem to the corner. Open shooter. Out for Bouali. Chisholm back in. Grabs a rebound, gets possession. Only a 2-2 4th quarter so far. The points have dried up for both teams in these 3.5 minutes. Rashid trapped by the double team in the corner. Found a way out. Ali Kadem, free for the 3, and he makes it count. His first take and make from downtown. And he's up to 6 points for the game. Only the 6th 3 for Bahrain as a team. Remember, they've been firing them at will in previous games. Here goes Sekon. Unable to convert, back out it comes, Pranav Prince. Gil Amjot blocked off by Chisholm. He's putting on a block party here in Damascus, Chisholm. And Hamouda shut down by Prince as the 2 athletic young talents combine mid-air. Prince now to attack Hamouda at the other end. Muthu Krishnan to try and stop the rock, now 0 of 7, and that one an air ball. Mustafa Rashid. Hamouda catches up with it in the corner. Bouali. Hamouda puts it on the floor. Can't get the kind rim. Muthu Krishnan. Gil Amjot, and a travel call. And it's all got a bit, perhaps, as you expect it might get, when there's nothing really to play for and one team are way out in front in the final quarter of the final game of the tournament. Bahrain leading by 22. And catchable surely now in the final 5 minutes. Neither team shooting it, protecting it, or scoring it well in this 4th quarter. Just 2-5 in favour of Bahrain. Mustafa Rashid, I'm not sure what that was. Looking for Chisholm, perhaps. And finally, a score for Muthu Krishnan, who'd missed his first 7 shots in the game. 20 the margin. Mustafa Rashid determined to get back in business. Clattered from both sides and a foul. The first for India in the 4th quarter. Time to tell you what the remainder of the day's schedule looks like. Saudi Arabia taking on Kazakhstan next. Two teams who both lost their first 2 games and have both won their last 2, so they're trying to end on a 3-game win streak, which would see them take second place in the group, whoever wins that one. Because India, after winning their first 2, are now going to lose 3 in a row. And tip off in around 50 minutes time. And then we finish with Indonesia against Syria this evening in a battle to avoid bottom. Nice dish from Hamouda. Mustafa Rashid has gone to the bench. Ali Kadem, the steel master. Pranav Prince at full pace and with purpose through the paint. Multiple teammates following and eventually scoring. Taking it back to teams. 18 the margin. Final 4 minutes. Hamouda, I think he's the best young talent at this competition, Muzamil Hamouda. He's on a series of misses now after his electric start. Long pass down the floor. Put the brakes on, wait for the cavalry to arrive, and boy did it arrive emphatically. Fouled on his flight path, Pranav Prince. Maybe heard me saying that Muzamil Hamouda is the best young talent in the competition. Pranav Prince with a statement response. We'll have a timeout with 3 minutes and change remaining. Bahrain have seen their lead cut to 16. Look at that jam from Pranav Prince, putting the steel leader Ali Kadem on a poster.
Okay. Maybe one more inside, when? Inside, okay, outside, maybe. But not necessarily now, NBA things, okay?
Let's go, guys, let's go.
Our point guard, another point guard, to finish the game.
Yalla, 3 minutes, yalla. Who's the sub?
For him.
Let's go.
I need you, I need all the time, early.
Slow start and the slow finish for Bahrain today, somewhat understandable. A slow start after yesterday they secured winning the competition. They lost this first quarter here today by 7, went down by as many as 9. Then woke up again, a 31-point second quarter. Won the third quarter by 10, holding India to 12 points. And then the slow finish, perhaps expected, given they are, or have been, way out in front, leading by as many as 22. Prince can't complete the three-point play. In the area of his game, he needs to try and put right the free throw shooting as well as the three-point shooting. And that, for me, is why Hamouda is the brighter talent. Very accurate in all shooting categories. There he is now in the corner, looking to put it on the floor and drive inside, and scores, even confronted by the center. So 18 the lead for Bahrain. Around 2.5 minutes to play. Backing in, Anadou Rai. Chisholm just locking down the paint for Bahrain. Wayne Chisholm has 7 block shots in this game. You could see him as the block king of this competition when it's all said and done. Averaged 1.5 the first 4 games, but 7 today. Bolden, I believe, is the leader at the moment in average blocks. We'll see him play this evening for Indonesia. Mustafa Rashid, he wants to be the top scorer. Chisholm shifting it on. Hamuda, when he went for the layup, maybe he could have tried to throw it down for a statement finish against Prince. Thought he had a better chance of scoring by adjusting the shot for the layup, but still didn't. He shot the ball well through the tournament, and he was shooting the ball well early on, but he's not been too accurate in the second half. Hamuda, 5 of 12 from the field altogether today, and 12 of 12 from the line. Up high from Mutu Krishnan. And the alley-oop layup conversion by Sekon. Sekon with 12 points leads India in scoring on 5 of 9 shooting. Also 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals and a block. A really good all-round performance from the 21-year-old. Oh, through a gap, Ali Melad somehow finding Ali Kadem as the two guards combine inside. Final minute approaching. Prince versus Hamuda one more time, perhaps. 18 the lead for Bahrain. And a turnover India on Mutu Krishnan, who's had a day he will want to forget. 2 points on 1 of 8 shooting. 3 turnovers now to go with his 3 assists. Pranav Prince is only 3 of 15 from the field today. After a subpar day yesterday, he had 10 points, but 4 of 12 shooting. His 2 assists coming with 2 turnovers. He'd been superb the first 3 games. He's got 8 rebounds today, 2 blocks and a steal. Just been off with his shot. Also 2 of 5 at the foul line. Rashid looking to swing it in. We've seen him try a few things that maybe he wouldn't had it been a different game situation. Will he finishes the top scorer? Bolden, his closest challenger. Rashid for 3. No. An off day for him, as it has for Prince, but Sekon has been superb, and that continues there. So Rashid came in averaging 23.8 points, Bolden 23.3. And Rashid stuck on 14 today, so his average is going to drop significantly, offering Bolden the opportunity perhaps to be the competition's top scorer. Rashid thinking that time just about the pass. Hamuda missing, picking it back up. Rashid short. And he's not even getting back on defense, such is his disappointment with himself. And the fact we're in the final seconds, and Sekon will bow out in style. Sekon up to 17 points. But this one is in the books, and Bahrain finish a perfect 5-0 as they go to next year's Olympic qualifying tournaments. They only took their foot off the gas really in the 4th quarter of the final game and still won it by 13. But they have been an absolute joy to watch here in Damascus. They win this one 66-79. Even playing somewhat in 3rd gear. Bahrain too much for India today. Like yesterday, turned more to their defense than their offense. 18 steals for the team, led by 4 from Chisholm, who also had 7 block shots to go along with 9 points and 11 rebounds, 2 assists as well. Muzammil Hamuda slightly edging Chisholm for the best efficiency rating on the court. He finished with 24 points, 8 rebounds and a steal. Mustafa Rashid limited to 14 points, 4 assists and a steal. None of those players shot the ball particularly well from the floor today. Bahrain 79 points, well below their tournament high average of 94.8 a game coming into this one, but still more than enough to get the job done they were just a cut above the rest here in Damascus, finishing a perfect 5-0. It will be exciting and intriguing to watch them on a global level next year at one of those Olympic qualifying tournaments where they will meet teams from different zones and play on a world stage for the first time. This rising force of Asian basketball with a constellation of young stars flying the flag high for Bahrain. Lots of happy memories, lots of impressive performances, lots of camaraderie, now lots of smiles. After the celebrations last night that confirmed their place even before this final day as the winners of this competition, they produced a professional performance today, and they win it as the winners of this round-robin 6-team group. 2 22-year-olds, 2 21-year-olds among their key performers, with Wayne Chisholm, the central pillar, the 36-year-old veteran, and the captain, 31-year-old Meitam Issa, also offering plenty of wise words to guide a young set of stars who are soaring and will fly to the Olympic qualifying tournaments next year. Got tremendous individual skills amongst those young players coming through, but they've played together at youth level through multiple years and multiple tournaments and have developed a real cohesion, consistency and character. And that, along with their skill sets, will stand them in good stead moving forward. They may well become a challenger in continental competition in tournaments to come. And that experience at the Olympic qualifying tournaments next year will only benefit them no matter what the outcome. It's been a real pleasure to watch them here in Damascus across the last 6 days. They look like they've thoroughly enjoyed the occasion. It's a team that have a little bit of everything. Wayne Chisholm, the anchor, in that centre position, offering the experience as well, rebounding ability, efficient scoring, shot blocking and steals. Mustafa Rashid, the sharpshooter, close to 50% from long range in this tournament, may yet be the tournament's top scorer. Muzamil Hamoudi, the athleticism and IQ, an all-round player. Looks the most complete of all those young players. The defense of Ali Kadem, who may lead the competition when it's said and done in steals. And really efficient role players. Ali Melad there, who today had 3 steals, as well as 6 assists. And Ali Rashid, another efficient role player, who in future competitions might get an even bigger role, such has been his efficiency at this tournament. No matter who comes in off the bench, they seem to offer a significant contribution. A band of brothers who will pick up the slack for each other. They'll be on the plane to the Olympic qualifying tournaments next year. All of their wins here by double figures. They win this one 66-79 over India. 2 more games to come at this event here in Syria. Saudi Arabia against Kazakhstan next. The winners of that one will finish on a 3-game win streak and finish second in the group. And then this evening, Indonesia against Syria, with both teams looking for a win that would see them avoid bottom spot. Our broadcast for the next game starts in around 25 minutes' time. We'll see you then.